I have this Heathkit SA-2 amplifier. Years ago I bought it, which is as a part. It has a bad rectifier tube. I believe it's 5AR4. See, it's bad, and it also missing one power tube. So recently I just bought new rectifier tube and also a new power tube. However, when I try it, it's still not fully working. It powers up, but I get kind of interruption in the output, and for both channel. The left channel is a little bit better. It works, I say, 90% of time. The right channel works maybe 10% time only have output. So today we are going to see if we can figure this out. I think given that it's not completely dead, so I guess there is probably some loose connection, or is the wire broken or something like that. I did use contact cleaner to clean all of the loops, so all of those don't work. So I think it's some kind of connection or breaking solder joint, something like that. So hopefully we can figure out where the problem is and fix it. First, I have to remove this cabinet, of course. To remove the case, we have to lose 3 screws on each side, totally 6 screws. You can do it this way, but I found out it's a little bit easier to do it if I just do it, put it like this, and then lose the screw at each side. I found that this is a little bit easier because it's very heavy. Alright, once I remove all the 6 screws, I will be able to remove the case from it. And by the way, for the back cover, right, there are 4 screws holding the back cover, and if you want to remove it, you just lose the 4 screws. It's pretty straightforward. Just don't remove any of the screws or nuts for the foot. It does not necessarily, and all of those nuts and screws on the foot is actually fix the foot to the back cover, so don't touch those. Just another additional 4 screws down there. It's pretty much straightforward. So let's put it this way, and then we can remove the case. Just do it like this. Okay. That's how you do it. If you try to slide down, that won't work. You have to do it like this. So that's what we have inside, and everything is like the cap, resistors are all original, and I replaced this tube, that's a new tube, and I put one of this power tube here. So these are the only 2 I put in. And right now we are gonna do some check for us, and there are some tube inside of this. We also need to check, so I need to lose 2 screws here to remove the cover, and this one is easy. Lose a little bit, then I just leave this up because that's open. So then we have all of the tubes exposed. So and also it's everything that we can do a check. What I'm gonna do is that I am going to use oscilloscope, try to trace the signal. Now I have my equipment set up. I'm gonna use my cell phone to generate some sine wave signal, and use this as a input to the aux input for this amplifier. First, let's check the signal input from the cell phone. So I don't see anything, but maybe that's too small. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. So now it shows we have some good signal here from the cell phone. Let's check another channel, and yep, good signal. So let's plug this into the aux input of this, which is on the back. Let's see, where is that? That's aux, right? It's aux. Alright, that's good. And let's choose to trim to aux. Good. Let's turn to the volume to the minimum. And stereo. Power is off. Okay, it's a good setup right now. Okay. We can check right now. I can directly gain access to the plug here. So that's all the input. So the input of aux is this. So even right now without power, I can try to check the input of that, and that is go through this selector and go to one of these tubes. I checked the schematic. So the input from here as aux, then goes to the selector, input selector, then go to these two tubes, and then go to these two, and I believe it goes from one of this, then go to here, and then go to here. So first, let's check the input here. Right now, even without any power, I should be able to find any signal here, because it's directly connected to it. Yeah, it's good signal. It's good signal for both channel. Then let's check the signal output from the input selector. I should also, we don't need the power there. See if we get anything here. No. I think it's one. It must be one of this pin. Oh, yeah. Now I know what's going on, because the aux goes to a resistor, so signal becomes much smaller. That's one before resistor, that's after resistor, so it's much smaller. So I do have to change the scale. Yeah, that's good. I think so. That's good signal here. And let's check the output from this input selector. I believe that's one should be right here. This, okay, yeah, I think right here. So that's good output from the input selector. Let's see if I change that. Yeah, it goes away. It only appears when there is an aux. So I know that part is good. Let's see if I. Okay, I think it's probably this channel. Yeah, that's channel. So so the input of that is good. Then I believe I think I can assume that I don't have access to the pin of this two from here. I have to go to the back, but anyway, I think let's first check the output right here. So the first, which means I just use that to test the output speaker terminals. So let's first do this channel, and that's ground pin, and let's do that, and let's turn on. We get some weird stuff here. Oh. Maybe it's better. Yeah, just use that as a ground is probably better. Okay, yeah. Let's check the output of this. Let's turn on. It's coming up. Sync goes up. Then let's turn the volume. Turn the volume up. Oh, we do have some good signal here. So this is a good channel. Then this is a channel I think we have a problem. The output of that channel is right here. Yeah, it's a weird form. No, it does not respond to the volume. No, not at all. So yeah, even after I just turn off, it's just like this. So essentially, it's like I measured some random voltage here. So we have a channel for this, problem for this, and so that's these two tubes. By the way, all the tubes I already tested in my tube tester is all good, and I use the Jackson tube testers. All the tubes are at least 80% or more, so they are all good. We don't need to go that. And then I think to check the input of this, I have to access from the back, but I think I can check the output of these two because the signal is passing through these two 6A and 8 to here. So I want to check the output of these two tubes, and if I'm correct, these are for that tube, so this is for that tube. So let's check the output of this tube first. To do that, I have to use a tube adapter here, which means that plug in the adapter first, then plug in the tube right here, and with my schematic I already checked the output of this is from pin 1 and pin 3. So let's take a look. Right now I think we can just turn the volume up, then we should be able to directly see some signal here if it's good. Let's turn it on. So it's power on, and let's see pin 1. I do see some good signal here. Let's see if this, so this applies to the response to the volume control. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is ready for that. Let's check that. Now let's turn this on again. Let's turn up turn the volume up. Let's check the pin number 1. This one don't have any. It's like a little bit seems but it's very weak comparing to what we see. Let's check pin 3. Yeah, it's the same thing. So we have an issue output here. Let's check the input of that. That's pin 2. So we don't have any input. Let's turn it off. I think I'm gonna trace the signal path from here to here and see if we can find anything. Right now, let's put this back. And also, I think to avoid accidentally damage the tubes, I'm gonna unplug all the power tubes, because right now we don't really need that. Check that. I think this part is good. It's still hot. Let me wait a little bit and I will take this off. So it should it's cool down. I can take these out so that I don't damage it if anything goes wrong. Okay, right. And let's trace some signal. From the aux input, we know it's go here, we test it, then this should go to the volume control right here. So let's check. Let's first find the ground pin of this volume control. So that's ground. That means that's also ground. That's these two. One is out, one is in. So it's let's turn on this and check this the output of this. Let's check 2 channel. Let's turn on. Right, and it should have let me see, it should have some signal here, right? Yeah, is this input or output? So that's output. So output of this channel is good. Let's check the output of that channel. It's not so easy to gain access. I think I don't need to check the output of this. I can check the input of that, I believe. Right. Let's check the schematic. Function selector, input selector, function selector. So that's function selector. Yeah, I think I can check the. It's probably I think I should be able to check the input of the function selector and see what's going on here. That looks like. Let's see, there are only a few wires there, and I can see some output, I can see some input. Let's check the input of that, and these, they all connected together. I think this is just a ground. Let's see, yeah, that's a ground. Then the input to that must be these 2 wires. That must be the input. because this wires to connect from here to here. Let's check that. That is easier to access. Okay, let's turn on. Turn light up. Let's check this. We get something. So we get good signal input here. It's not bad. So that responds to volume control. Let's check another channel. It's also respond to the volume control, but it doesn't look so good as the other one. So this one's good. This one is much worse, but we do see some signal here, so that's interesting. And okay, so that means we do have some signal goes into the function selector, but it's not so great for one channel. Why is that? Let's check some. I think I will check the connection of this function selector. Maybe there's something wrong there. Guess what? I think I found the problem. When I examine this function selector, I noticed that, see, the wire is completely off. So it's not even soldered to this. And if I check another wire, it is also not soldered, although it is hooked. Then I think that's a problem. I think that's the issue. For some reason, this wire was disconnected, and so, and it's and there is no solder at all. I don't know, you probably cannot see it, but I can see there is no solder at all. That means, given that this is a kit, so maybe when the person who built this kit, the person just hooked this for a test, then completely forgot to solder this on. And then, of course, when time goes by, this wire gets loose, this wire is still hooked on, then we get that strange thing. I think that's a problem. Now let's just I just hooked these two wires, and let me plug in the power tube and then test the output. I think it's probably everything works. Let me plug back the power tube. Okay, with the power tube plugged back, and also I just temporarily hooked this to the pin, and I think test and contact. Then with this check the output here. Okay, again, original the issue is in this part. Let's do this. Okay, let me touch that. Let's turn on. See if we get any. I hope. Oh, we get some signal here. Good. And see, and it responds to. See, it responds to the volume control. So now this is good. I think this is fixed, even though it's not so great. Let's see if yeah, that's trim base. That's right. Let's check the other. Yeah, remember I have to keep to that. It's better. It's I think the grounding pin probably not really touch greatly. Let's just do that. Let's turn on. Let's turn the volume. Yeah, it's good. That channel is good. And the same as this channel, it's good, but this channel is much larger. This channel is weak. Why is that? Let me see. It's that's probably because that's volume control, I guess. Let's turn this to the max. Okay, and let's turn. So yeah, it's nope, no good. This tube gets too hot. So there's something wrong here still. So I need to check. So that tube, it's not so great. And so, but anyway, I think I fixed the connection. The next is that I need to check the problem of that tube. No, that tube, I think it's the connection to that. That goes too large, too hot here. So next is that I'm just gonna solder these two wires to the function selector. After that, I'm gonna check why that tube goes to lights up like that. It's probably, my guess is probably some kind of short or capacitor issue, and we can check the voltage of that. Right now I'm gonna solder this first. My video recorder lost power when I solder in this, so I did not have that recorded, but it's fairly easy just to solder this to wire to the pin here. It's very easy, it's nothing special. Right now, but now I'm gonna check. I would like to check why how about this the tube, why it goes to light up. It could be some short inside, but it also could be I accidentally shorted the output terminal when I use my scope. That's also possible. To do that, I have to go to the back. Just do it like this way, and to gain access to the pin of that, check the voltage. And here I do have to get something here so that to avoid the pin touching the ground, to avoid the tube. Now it's all the tube should be all the tube should be fine. Let's unplug this, and then we can take the cover off. Okay, it's 4 screws out. Just don't remove those nuts because that's for the foot. The foot is with that. So this is what we have inside. Have not plugged in yet. And the 4 power tube are right here. And let's see. based on the schematic, we should have based on schematic we should have a power like close to 390 volt at the pin 9 and 385 at the pin 7. So I would say anything in that range should be good. So it's pin 9 and pin 7. That's a pin we need to check the voltage. It's 2 right here, and so oh, it's not so easy. So the input, it's probably the input, turns the volume to minimum. So right now the input is minimum, so we should see the minimum in voltage like 390 volts for the 4 tubes, and this is pin 9, it's pin 7, pin 9, pin 7, and here that's pin 9, pin 7, pin 9, pin 7. It's very easy to identify. So let's turn it on. First, let's check this. So now we see the voltage goes up. It goes to 987. That's about right. Then pin 7. Yeah. 986, that's okay. For this, pin 9, 0388, that's okay. 386, that's okay. 388, 384, 387. 381, that's about right. So I said this, yes, 386, 386, that's about right. So now let's turn the volume up. We should be able to see the voltage goes up. So now go to maximum, we get 400. 400, it's okay. 400, 400, that's fine. 400, 400, 400, 400. So I think it's actually okay, the tube. I think what I did incorrectly is probably I accidentally shorted out this this output terminal, and yeah. Another thing is I have to do is that I have to check the output the voltage of the output terminal before I plug in the before I connect to the speaker, because you do not want very large voltage here, especially in standby. Okay, so let's see, do we have everything? Yeah, I think we do have everything cooled down. Yep. 18. Okay, we have everything cooled down. So first, let's check the connection of the ground. So the ground of this is that. So that's grounded. This, yeah, I have to tighten it. Just have to tighten it to get a good connection, contact. So I think this is ground. That's right. It's a ground. That's right. Then we should test the voltage between the pins. And, let's see. And, let's turn on again. Wait until get this volume max. Okay. Now I don't have any input. Let's check the voltage here. How much? So that's good. No voltage. No voltage. No. That's good. It's good. It's nothing. It's nothing. So yeah, there's nothing when there's no load. Let's get some input. Let's see how we get this anything. Yeah, we have an input. That's good. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay now. I think it's okay. Then I think we can. I can just connect to the speaker and see how that work. Okay. Just put the cover back. Let's unplug it. And flip it back. Okay. Flip back. Right here. Sure, is this okay? Yeah, is this okay? And I'm gonna get a speaker connected. Okay, I connected two small speakers, and make sure volume is down, aux, and let's turn on. Right now it's silent, which is good. Let's turn the volume up. That's good, because this is just a signal I generated, and it's actually using my cell phone to play some music. Let's play. Not bad. Clean on both channels. Let's see, one channel, another channel. Seems all good. Bass. Trim. See, reverse stereo. Stereo. Alright, I think everything's good, and let's turn off. Of course, there are some other part. For example, I need to adjust the BIOS and the balance such that, but that's will be our next video. Right now, I just consider this fixed, and the next step is that I will probably change the replace the capacitors of this amplifier, then adjust the balance and the as well as the BIOS to the factory specs. Thank you for watching this.